we used to shoot what was called bamboo guns. So essentially, if you think of a bunch of boys primarily with no supervision at all, if you left them out in the wild that they could do whatever they want to do, then that's what you ended up with. And so we would shoot these things that were called bamboo guns. And we're not talking about the little tiny bamboo, we're talking about those big bamboos, and you get like a 6 or 7 feet piece of it, and then you kind of cut out one area there and you pour kerosene in there, you punch a hole all the way through there, you'd open up the end of it there, and then you would light the flame, and when it built up enough gas, I guess, in it, or steam or whatever it is, when you did something which I can't remember right now. I think you put the flame on it again, and it's and it would just make this really, really loud sound. Well, that's how the kids were doing it up there. They were doing bamboo guns, and you'd hear it all the time. However, when you get a bunch of city kids involved, and you get my genius brother Colin involved, we took it to the next level. So we started to experiment. So rather than just having the gun making that loud sounds, we started to take objects and put in the front of the gun. And so we would take cans and put it in there and fire off the can. And I remember it fired off the can so hard that the can actually went and hit a banana tree and took the banana tree down. The banana tree went like over like that. And so some of the other things that we experimented with is like spray cans, where it says, "Do not incinerate." Well, there's no parent supervision, so throw it in the fire and see what happened. And so that we did all of those things, trying to experiment, trying to see what worked and what didn't work. Needless to say, we had developed a very bad reputation with the neighborhoods, with the neighborhood and families in that neighborhoods, because a lot of the parents were really concerned that these kids, these unruly kids, these bad breed Rassas had come to Rock Hall and were influencing their children. It was debunking their mythology and was really influencing a lot of them. So eventually, instead of just us going down to Sandy Gully to hang out, after a while, we had a lot of kids that were going with us, that were sneaking off away from their responsibilities, and they were going down to Sandy Gully. And one last thing, when you went down to Sandy Gully, it wasn't like we were just on my grandfather's property. All these old timers were no longer farming the land, so you could just go miles and miles from one property to the next. Now, up until we got there, a lot of these kids were told, "Oh, you can't go on that land over there because it's so-and-so's land. Oh, you can't go over to so-and-so's land. You know, oh, this one guy was in World War I or World War II, and, you know, if you go on his land, he might shoot you." But we knew that those guys were old, they haven't been down to Sandy Gully in years, and nothing was going to happen. And so we told all the kids, "Come on down with us, let's break all the rules, and let's have some fun." And they joined us, and we had a blast. So that's my Sandy Gully story. Stay tuned for the next time when I'll tell you about another adventure I had. My name is Bruce Wayne. And don't forget to check out our app, our EZIE Weight Loss app. Don't forget, I am Bruce Wayne, and I've helped thousands of people to lose weight, get in shape, and to have amazing body transformation.